Hey, man. Well, thank you for doing the show. That was awesome.
I enjoyed it. I've been watching Bill for years. I didn't know I would ever be sitting opposite him, but that was fun.
It was good. It was good. Now, this interested me. You started as a writer for Bob Hope. You wrote for
Yes.
Bob. You did some stand-up.
My uncle who lived out here in LA knew Bob Hope and said, "Hey,
Right.
man, you're pretty funny. If you want, I can get him the material."
Right.
And he gets a stack apparently, or he used to get a stack.
Yeah. He loved his jokes.
So tall every day, and he liked my stuff, and he called me. So
Yeah. Now, and your mom answered the phone.
that's a true story. She actually answered the phone, and he said, "Is Tom there? This is Bob Hope." And she said, "Really? This is the Queen of England," and she hung up. True story.
How big is the mobile home?
Well, the house I originally moved in is about 1,000 square feet.
That's a pretty big mobile home, right?
Well, no, it's a classic double wide. A double wide is
Like we have on the lot.
I know the language. The double wide.
Yeah.
I know the dimensions. A double wide is classically between 22 and 24 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
That's double. Singles 12, of course, and then they run between 50 and 60 feet long.
Do you ever get a little stir crazy?
No, never.
That's cool.
Truthfully,
That's
never. Yeah. Yeah, the square footage thing is hilarious to me because I've had both. I've lived in 17,000 square foot, 3-home compound.
Right, and then you sit in the same room all the time.
Well, every party ends up in the kitchen. True.
That's true.
Very true, even in the 17,000 square foot gargantuan. But you know what? It's just so much harder to live there. Like, really, when you look at it, it has its advantages too. But it's so much harder. If you forget something, for example, where'd my wallet go?
Yeah.
Holy, like in a small square footage place, you remember when you had an apartment, it was just like, it was either there or it was there. It's just so much more maintenance. There's so much more to do, so much more bills to write. There's just, and you don't need it because you live in a very small footprint. The
Right.
number one thing that makes people happy is relationships, strong relationships. So oftentimes we who might have a lot of money don't need each other. We separate ourselves, we get behind gates, and then we get really unhappy. We don't know why.
Right.
When people don't have resources, they have enough to eat, of course, because that creates happiness as well. But the fact that we need each other, we have to live in community. My house is close to yours. We see each other. That creates really happy
Right.
Outcomes.
What the big question that everyone probably wants us to talk about? What kind of conditioner do you use?
Bumble and Bumble.
Oh, really?
I don't know. My cousin's a hairdresser in Virginia. He sends me, but man, I need a lot of it.
How long have you had?
I've had it my whole life. I've had it my whole life. Like I was a child of the 70s. How about you?
I think I did it. I was looking at some footage of me from 1993. I think 93 I got it down to about here and then kept it ever since.
Yeah, I got to do something. It's, I don't know. I'm like, I call myself homeless Jesus.
Hey.
What other issues can we...
I don't know. How are we doing, Miles?
A lot of eyes staring at me as I see CBS. If you're paranoid, this is not the room to sit in.
That's fine.